Well, what do you think of that?
Lovely.
Carol just said to me, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm here. You're here. You're 60 seconds away from that wonderful holiday. Lots of time, Carol. If you get stuck, pass, you can come back. Your time starts as soon as you choose your first letter. The very best of luck.
Thank you. M.
M.
Pennies from heaven.
Right next.
H. Beauty spot.
Right next.
C. Middleweight.
Right next.
R.
R.
Trouser. Trouser press.
Right next.
W.
W.
Nothing between the ears.
Carol, you've gone through the M square and you've won tonight's Star Prize, which is a trip for two right around the world. You've got £1,280. And we're going to give you another £1,000 to spend. How about that? You were good at home playing the game, but my goodness, you're far, far better here in the studio.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you very much indeed for playing catchphrase.
Thank you.
And thank you at home, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's all for tonight. Always remember, it requires very little ability to find fault. That is why there are so many critics. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
My name is...
What?
My name is...
Who?
My name is...
Chuck Bartowski.
My name is...
What?
My name is...
Who?
My name is...
Chuck Bartowski.
In the world of global espionage,
Well, there's like Chuck.
Hey!
there's only one name that matters.
My name is...
What?
My name is...
Who?
My name is...
Lester. No, Chuck. See? There, simple.
The brand new series of Chuck, Tuesday at 9, only on Virgin 1.
Stop it! Stop it now!
Master.
New to watch. Doctor Who Series 3 starts Saturday at 8. See it, love it, share it.
Hello, love. How'd it go?
Great!
won by 3 wickets.
I'll put the kettle on. Who made the tea at the cricket club?
Oh, I don't know. It was an away game.
Next time, I'll make you a nice chicken sandwich to take.
Food safety, it's in your hands.
I want something we haven't had in a while. Something different, something that'll really hit the spot.
Meow.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Mush!
It's showtime.
Damn, that hit the spot.
Great films at 9. Every Friday from the 17th of July. Only on Bravo.
£130 million. That's the whopping sum paid out so far to the British people who played on Challenge Jackpot. It's time for you to get in on the action. Just visit our website at challengejackpot.com. Registering is quick and easy, and thousands of you have already done it. To get you started, for every £1 you deposit, we'll give you another £1 to play with, all the way up to 200. £130 million has been paid out to date. How much will you win?
They came from the 4 corners of the earth, the mightiest gladiators from Great Britain, Australia, the USA, Germany, South Africa, and Russia. Together they united to accept the challenge of the international champion contenders in a battle that will decide who is the best in the world.
Of our international semi-finals. Yes, in tonight's show we have contenders from as far afield as Russia, South Africa, USA and Australia.
And Kimberly, with 6 different countries represented, there's a definite Olympic feeling here in Birmingham and a spirit that transcends competition. Backstage, the athletes are swapping stories, trading t-shirts, exchanging phone numbers, and I get the feeling that years from now, they'll remember more the friendships made as opposed to who won and who lost.
Well, I can certainly second that. And to add to that excitement, of course, the winners of tonight's show will be in the prize stakes, because whoever goes through to next week's grand final will either receive first prize, which is an around-the-world trip for 2, or they'll receive the runners-up prize of £2,000.
And only let me tell you that they are anxious to compete, so let's get right to it. Introducing tonight's contenders. First, the women. From Russia, Elena Lebedenko, and from Australia, Lorene Bavards.
Welcome again. Now, last time I saw you, you looked so relaxed, and you still seem very relaxed. Is that how you're feeling?
Yes, I am relaxed. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm really enjoying it.
We know who's in the final. We know Peggy's in the final. What's the prospect of that for you? I mean, facing her in the final.
Don't even look at it. I've got to get over tonight first.
Well, that's a good way of looking at it. Now, last time, the audience was really terrific to you. I mean, they really warmed to you. Are you hoping they'll be behind you again tonight?
Absolutely. They're absolutely fantastic. They say Melbourne's one of the best support bases for their fans. But I tell you what, Birmingham, you're just as good.
Well, that's good to hear. Very good luck. Lorene.
Elena, you were very successful in the first round. You dazzled everybody with an exciting victory. How important was winning in the first round in terms of getting yourself ready for this evening?
Winning was important to me. This is the end of my sporting season and a little tiredness has built up, but I will struggle until the very end.
Her favorite phrase, I came, I saw. Hopefully tonight she's going to conquer. Elena Lebedenko of Russia. Give her a hand.
So we've met our female contenders. Let's meet the gladiators they'll be facing tonight.
From the United States of America, Jazz and Ice. From Australia, Flame. From South Africa, Sahara and Delilah. From Germany, Angel and Power. From Russia, Astra. From the United Kingdom, Panther, Lightning and Jazz.
Well, the women look great, but so do our men. So let's meet tonight's male contenders. From the USA, Pat Shizmazia, and from South Africa, Peter Brits.
Hello, Pat. Now, tell us, we've been talking about the atmosphere backstage a lot and how things are really sort of brewing up. Is that your impression as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They've been brewing up all morning, all afternoon, and now it's just about to happen. It's going to be very interesting. Hopefully I'm going to score a lot of points.
That's good to hear. Let's hear it for Pat.
Peter Brits comes from an outstanding athletic family. His brother, #2 in the world behind Sergei Bubka in the pole vault. Is this an opportunity for you, winning the International Gladiators, a chance to step beyond your brother's shadow?
Well, definitely, Mark, I have to say, but not even that, to be on Gladiators is already a great opportunity, because it will help you a lot in the future.
You, as I recalled in the first round, great at the technical events. Tonight's events, more power-oriented, and you're not the biggest guy in the world. Are you concerned?
Yes, I'm a bit, because, I mean, these guys are big, and I'm just a fast guy, but...
I'll tell you one thing you have in your favor are those quick feet. Peter Brits, best of luck this evening.
Thanks a lot.
Peter Brits from South Africa.
So now we've met the male contenders, let's meet the male gladiators.
From the United States of America, Saber. From Australia, Tower and Hammer. From South Africa, Samson. From Germany, Giant and Flash. From Russia, Dynamite. And from the United Kingdom, Hunter and Wolfman.
Tonight's winners move on to the grand final, the championship. So without further ado, let the games begin.
Our female contenders are first up the pyramid, and they are from Russia, Elena. And from Australia, Lorraine. And guarding their pyramid are Ice and Lightning.
Elena Lebedenko from Russia, 24, married with a 5-year-old daughter, 5'8", and weighs just over 10 stones, against Australia's Lorraine Bavard, a 30-year-old karate champion, a couple of inches taller and more than a half a stone heavier. And the contenders get up and at it. Elena facing the UK's Lightning and Lorraine against the American Ice Maiden. And Lightning ties up Elena, flings her to the floor. Ice gets a grip of Lorraine, drags her from the pyramid. It's Elena on the break. She's heading for the summit. Superb interception from Lightning. Whisked the 10 points away from her. Oh, and they take Ice out on the way. Lorraine is clear and headed for the jackpot. She's there. A shower of sparks from the Australian Tower of Strength. A lot of luck, but she took advantage emphatically. It's all about Elena and Lightning now. Lightning with a shove. And Lightning is earthed. Elena with the advantage. Can the Russian take the steps to the summit? And look at Lightning coming up behind her. What tremendous stamina. This event really is the survival of the fittest. Elena back where she started from. The Russian contender will now have to compose herself, figure out a plan of action, one step at a time. And Lightning has not come to mess about. Breaks left, grinds her back into the ground. And Elena's taken a knock. But there's the whistle. 10 points for Lorraine. Her fellow Australian contender, Andrew, there. Well, the victory would have been Elena's had it not been for Lightning, denying her the top prize. Unfortunately, Ice gets dragged down with the avalanche, leaving the Australian home and away for the summit. And lightning certainly got the measure of Elena. Takes her flying. And Elena picks up an injury for her troubles on the toe. Hope it's nothing serious. The crowd right behind them. And at the end of the first girls' pyramid, Loreen's on 10, Elena yet to score.
And next to climb the pyramid from the USA is Pat. And from South Africa, Peter. But guarding their territory are the Gladiators, Hammer and Wolf.
Hammer and Wolf, better known as Bad Boys Inc.
And now to our international referee, John Forsyth.
International contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
It's Pat and the Hammer, and Peter and the Wolf. Pat wants to keep that hammer from coming down on his head. Peter baiting the Wolf. Peter's very fast, so's Wolf, gobbles him up. And Hammer hits Pat. Pile drives himself into the mat. And Wolf is struggling to dispense with Peter. Peter is free. Wolf's there again. The South African sent down. And the Wolf lying down, way out of his patrol zone. Hammer smashes Pat into the ground, pins his man to the mat. That's illegal. Hammer takes the high ground. Pat sprints right. Hammer tied up with the Wolf. Pat's having a pop at the top. He's there! And so's Peter! 10 points for the American, 5 for the South African. A dazzling display from the contenders and a diabolical display from the Gladiators. Well, enjoying that comedy of errors from the Gladiators again. Pat Chismazia from the USA breaks right. Hammer gets in the way of Wolf. Wolf gets in the way of Hammer. And both contenders make the Gladiators a laughing stock.
Of all the events in Gladiators, I don't think there's one that exacts as much of a toll as the pyramid. And it's a shame to work as hard as you and Wolf did and come up empty after stopping them essentially for the first 3 quarters of the game.
Well, I'll tell you something, the contenders certainly had their tactics worked out. They had Wolf and I crossing over, but then there was just a misunderstanding between Wolf and I, and he got round and I had to chase around Wolf, and then he got up 10 points, well deserved. He works hard, it's a hard 10 points to get.
Wolf, I also have the feeling, though, that this has been a pretty good partnership. This is your second year of International Gladiators, and you enjoyed working with this man, and you looked pretty good there for a while.
Hey, we were the best 2 guys up there, but a guy ran across the front of me.
Hey, come on, he was lucky!
Tell the truth! If he didn't run across me, the other guy, I would have had him.
In this case, Wolf, I tend to agree with you.
Hey, I was having a sleep up there until then.
Wolf and Hammer are doing their thing in the pyramid. Give him a hand.
Mike's out of there, and who can blame him?
The South African team have put in a protest regarding the fact that Wolf was outside his protection zone. What do you think about this, Peter?
Well, I don't actually know, because when you're in the game, you don't actually know where you are.
You're so focused.
So you just go for the top. So.
Okay, so I think we might ask Larry Thompson to come in at this point and see what he has to say. Larry, what do you feel about the situation?
Well, Kimberly, we had a very strange affair. We had one of the Gladiators sleeping on the job. Wolf laid down on the mountain. The only problem was that he was in the wrong spot. He was not in the patrol zone, and he must come down to the patrol zone. So this is a yellow card warning for Wolf for not being in the proper spot and not playing the contender correctly.
So does this mean that Peter gets any more points?
No points, just a yellow card warning for Wolf.
So be warned, Wolf.
Hey, come on. Let's face it, no matter what I do, they pick on me. Did I do anything wrong in pyramid?
Yes, I think they're saying yes, you
A yellow
did.
card. Why? Did you lodge an official complaint?
I just heard about it when it came down.
It wasn't him, it wasn't him.
Oh, Peter Briggs and Wolf, the pits. And now he's interfering with the audience. Wolf asking what the poster says. Well, he never was very good at reading. After that storming first event, Pat from America has 10 points, while Peter from South Africa has 5. Next.
It's a story that no presenter likes to report, but Elena Lebedenka has to retire from the competition because of an injury sustained in pyramid. Her teammate, Luda Machenko, will take over. Luda, I know you feel bad for Elena, but you're happy for the second chance, yes?
My team friend has been injured. That's a great pity. I will have to substitute her, and I will try to do my best.
Well, if she can't win, I know you want to win, so Good luck to both of you. I know you'll be rooting her on, and let's cheer Luda Machenko on.
Disappointment for Elena, but the Russian delegation behind their new representative. Ludmila Machenko, Luda to her friend. She's 21, her weights and measures 5'8" and over 11 stone.
We're ready to roll our next event in the yellow atmosphere from Australia, Loreen Bavart. In the orange atmosphere, Luda Machenko. And they'll be going against our pair of gladiators, Power and Panther. Over to our international referee, John Anderson.
Check pods for smoke. Australia, Russia, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
And Loreen from Australia rolls off the ramp into Atmosphere Arena, straight into a demolition derby. Oh, a Panther slams into her. Loreen spins to make her first break. It's 3 points for every pod, coming up on 2. Oh, yes! Middles it, fumigates a feline follower. Across the arena, Luda being pushed out by the power play of the German Gladiator. Luda making a break for pod 4. And so's Loreen. Who's going to get there first? Oh, it's Loreen, forces Luda out of the points, but fails to score herself. Loreen making a break down the middle, gathering speed, and there's no sign of Panther. Coming up on pod 2, she smokes it, and Panther gets another faceful. Luda being tied up in the corner by Power. Positive performance from the live wire German Gladiator, but Loreen really giving Panther the run around on 3. Oh, no cigar, time up. Loreen driving herself to 6 points, and the Aussies enjoyed that. While Loreen got up a real head of steam, Panther got a real face full of smoke.
Well, Loreen, that was a pretty good game for you.
I hope so, yeah. What was the score?
I'm not sure if I should tell you. Oh, all right, then you got 6 points.
All right.
You enjoy it. I mean, it's quite a tough game, but I mean, you're a tall girl. You managed to get the atmospheres moving pretty swiftly.
Yeah, it's a different sort of game, isn't it? Sort of got to keep the ball rolling and make sure you're in front of the Gladiator, which I did. So, yeah, 6 points.
Congratulations. Loreen!
After 2 events, Loreen from Australia has 16. Luda from Russia still to score.
In the blue atmosphere from the USA, Pat Shizmazia. In the yellow atmosphere from South Africa, Peter Brits. They'll be going against Tower and Giant. Over to referee John Anderson.
Pods for smoke. South Africa, USA, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
And Peter gets his cage rolling to face the carnage ahead. The German giant streaking to the arena. Oh, stops him in his tracks. Pat breaks from Tower. He goes for the same pot as Peter. Pat wobbles it and bobbles it and finally smokes it. 3 points there. Peter making a break for part 3. Beats the giant and bags the points. Giant 6'3" needs to be shoehorned into that atmosphere. Here comes Pat with plenty of space. It's back to pod 2. And is this deja vu? It certainly is. This will count. Pat made an unsuccessful attempt at another pod before returning to 2. Peter struggling against Giant. He gives up on that one. Pat again. Finally escapes the smoke of pod 2, heading for 3. Tower blocks him. Switches direction. Peter on pod 3. No smoke, but Pat again on pod 2. Oh, that's definitely his favourite. The American scored all his points by shuttling back and forth to pod 2, while Peter's tactics were to simply try and outpace the Gladiator like that. After 2 events, Pat from America has rolled up 19 points, while Peter from South Africa has 8.
That's the end of part 1, but our semifinals will roll on from the National Indoor Arena as International Gladiators continues after this.
Welcome to New York City, guys.
It's tougher.
I need you to perform to my camera.
Sweeter.
I'm a 21-year-old virgin. That's weird.
And more bitter than before.
She could blow the runway just to make me look bad.
You have this you attitude. You're a tasteless Kate Moss.
This time with Tyson Beckford as mentor.
Step it up.
Even he's got competition.
Wow. Well, do I know how to make an entrance or what?
A brand new series of Make Me a Supermodel US starts Monday at 8, exclusive to Living. It's all about being in the right place at the right time.
We've got everything crossed, Dale.
Getting into winner's row.
Come on!
And staying out of the red.
Marge, I am so sorry.
Where winning the big money jackpot will take a little bit of luck, but a whole lot of skill. Then the only question left to answer is what you'll do with all that money.
I want a boob job.
Join Dale Winton for the Smash It quiz show In It to Win It, weeknights at 9, new to Challenge. Three, 2, 1. Okay, team, the makeover has started. Rome may not have been built in a day, but these guys could have decorated it in 60 minutes.
This is our biggest challenge yet.
One team, one house, 1 hour.
Come on, guys, we need more urgency in here.
Can Claire Sweeney and her team beat the clock?
I love this room. It's gorgeous.
60-minute makeover, weekdays at 3, new to Challenge.
From the land of the rising sun, 2 great warrior traditions are about to collide. Challenge brings you Ninja Warrior and Unbeatable Banzuki. So follow your favorite competitors as they battle to conquer both tournaments. Ninja Warrior and Unbeatable Banzuki, weeknights at 5 on Challenge.
We're just about to kick off our second semi-final with event number 3. First up, it's Loreen from Australia. And she's going to be facing Panther. Over to John Anderson.
The Catwoman from the UK, she'll have her work cut out against the Australian karate champ as Panther's 4 inches shorter and 22 pounds lighter. I must say, this is the first time I've seen a gladiator dwarfed by a contender. Look at the size of this woman. It's 10 points for getting to the gladiators platform. Loreen takes it to Panther. Swinging wildly, Panther going back. Oh, there's argy-bargy. Panther's dispatched to the mat, and so's Loreen. And able to reach the platform, so that's 5 points for defeating the Glad. Loreen comes out with all guns blazing. Panther backs into her, loses balance and goes. But Loreen loses her balance and follows Panther down.
And she's facing Jazz. Over to John Anderson.
Razzmatazz for the American Jazz. 2 inches taller than Luda and just over a stone heavier.
Ready!
Can Jazz call the tune?
3, 2,
Here we go. Luda comes out. Scored 10 points last time against Sahara. Jazz will make her dance to a different tune. Clips around the ear. Oh, Luda's the loser. Assertive performance from Jazz. Jazz took it to Luda, boffed her around the bonce, and Luda was long gone. After 3 events, Loreen creeps to 21. Luda stays on 0.
So we now move into the men's event with Pat from the US. And he's going to be facing Flash. Over to John Anderson.
Pat Chismazia from Ketchum, Idaho, snowboard instructor, 5'10", just over 12 stone, facing the Flash from Germany, 5 inches taller and over 2 stones heavier. So Pat comes out to play. Got blown away when he fought the Russian Dynamite on the bridge in his last international competition. Flash, bang, wallop from the German Gladiator. Pat down but not out. Flash, ferocious, a real horror with that hammerhead. Pounding Pat. Oh, Flash wipes him away and follows him down. Flashman gets in a mighty backhand, and Flash posts Pat straight to the mat.
Next up is Peter of South Africa. And he's going to be facing Dynamite. Over to John Anderson.
Peter Bridge, 20-year-old South African, never been on the bridge before, 6'1" and over 11 stones against the explosive Russian hero, Dynamiti. Dynamite shorter than Peter, but a Herculean 6 stones heavier. Well, Peter will have to use cunning and skill to defuse this incendiary device. Oh, but he won't get the chance. Dynamite, the dynamic diehard. And a real crowd pleaser.
Was over before it had begun. It looked pretty awesome.
Well, he's a big guy, and he's got a lot of strength in him.
He certainly is, and there was, I suppose, no tactics there involved. You just went for it, right?
I mean, you just take it as it comes.
Well, that's what you have to do. No points on this occasion. And Dynamite, I have to say, you're one of my favourite gladiators. You did a terrific job.
I did a good job. My head is full of joy. Really strong man.
Let's hear it for Dynamite and for Peter. Never mind.
Yes, Dynamite's head is full of joy, and Peter's head still full of stars. After 3 events, Pat remains on 19, Peter on 8. Next event.
Our first female contender up on Hang Tough from Australia is Loreen. But trying to stop her from getting to the other side is Jet.
Yes, the crowd clamour for the glamour. Gorgeous Jet from the UK, a hang tough specialist, 4 inches shorter than Loreen and more than a stone lighter.
And now to our international referee, Larry Thompson.
Australia, ready! Gladiator, ready!
Jet knows that the Australian contender Loreen is untested on the rings in international competition. And Loreen told me that her strongest points are motivation and a determination to succeed. But in this event, success comes from a determination to reach Jet's platform. And Jet traversing nicely. Loreen in the scoring zone. Jet trying to anticipate her every move. Loreen swings by. And Jet homes in, yes, locks in the scissors, twists around, and it's very few contenders will come out of this situation with their points intact. And Jet now working on the hands, Loreen with incredible strength, and Jet knows a trick or two up there, untwisting, Loreen fighting to get free. Oh! Jet wrenches her off the rings for a superb mat finish. Loreen can't believe she's back down under. Jet tied her up, Loreen was 1-ringed, and the Brit finished the Aussie with a yank.
Next up on Hang Tough from Russia is Luda. And trying to stop her from getting to the other side from the USA, Ice.
Ice, Ice Baby, my favourite gladiator. The crowd give her a warm reception, but she's still frosty after being frozen out on that pyramid pile-up earlier. The American gladiator an inch shorter than her opponent and just over a stone lighter.
3, 2, 1.
Well, this This is also Luda's first chance to swing on the rings in competition, but you get the feeling against ice it'll be more a baptism of fire. Luda is from the city of Voronezh, 500 kilometers south of Moscow, and I can tell you, ice brings not so much an ill wind as a chill wind. Ice very skilled on the rings, but Luda is in the scoring zone. Oh, straight into ice! And hasn't she got cold hands? Luda will do well. Oh, no! It's all over. She bails out to save her strength, and who can blame her? Ice happy to prove herself that time. And the Russians making no attempt to disguise their disappointment. Just one look at this driven gladiator in full swing makes your blood run cold. The Ice Maiden blows in from the north, freezes your bones to the marrow, and the only place to head for is south. After 4 events, the girls' scores remain the same. Australia 21, Russia 0.
First up on Hang Tough from the USA, Pat. And he'll be up against the Gladiator, Giant.
The German Giants, the Teutonic tall person, the Berlin big boy. Call him what you will, he's an impressive international gladiator. 5 inches taller than his opponent and almost 2.5 stone heavier.
And to start the game, our international referee, John Forsyth.
USA, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Giants with a 100% takedown record on the rings against Pat Chizmazia, a snowboard instructor and 1995 Survival of the Fittest American champion. Survival of the Fittest is a mere 8-day, 7-event competition, but on Gladiators it's 6 events in a single day. Well, Pat's in the scoring zone, and Giant, 1 ring but biding his time. Pat swings away, Giant marking him. Pat still in the scoring zone. Oh, straight into trouble. Giant's got him. The only way out is down. Pat splat on the mat and out of the points. Giant gets Pat high on the swing, uses Pat's body like a beanstalk to slither down and then drags the beanstalk with him.
Next up on Hang Tough from South Africa is Peter. And he'll be up against the Lord of the Rings himself, Wolf.
Born to be wild, the hound from hell, hungry to exact revenge for his pyramid humiliation. The Wolf is an inch shorter than Peter, but 3 stones heavier and uglier.
And to start Hang Tough, here's our international referee, John Forsyth.
South Africa, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Well, Kimbo described him as the Lord of the Rings, but he has been found wanting on occasions. Peter's already had a taste of the Wolf's tactics, so he'll be wiser and all the more wary. Wolf does look as if he's not come to mess about. Peter retreating, and the Wolf in a holding pattern at the moment, guarding that scoring zone. And Peter nowhere near it. Wolf struggling to get a grip, but we're used to that. Peter advancing again, Wolf's legs up. This has all the makings of an aerial chess match. Wolf snaps with his heels. And Peter gives the Wolf a gymnastic lesson. Superb skills from Peter. And the Wolf just marking that scoring zone. Peter needs to get in there if this energy expenditure is all going to prove worthwhile. Wolf just biding his time, setting the trap. In he goes. Oh, and Peter escapes again. Wolf tries again. Still can't get a handle on the South African. Time up. Peter with a handsome display of skill on the rings, but wasn't hanging tough in the scoring zone. His fans applaud the effort, though.
We've got to give Peter 10 out of 10 for effort, but he fails to score where it counts. The crowd love it. And Wolf, too. Must be a relative. The scores after 4 events, Pat 19, Peter hangs on 8. Next event.
Poised for her rundown, Agony Alley from Australia, Lorene Bivart. But she's got to get by Jazz, Angel, Lightning, Astra, and Delilah. Over to Thompson.
Australia ready. Gladiators ready. 3, 2.
Into the passageway of peril. And straight past Jazz. Angel next. Flies past the German Glad. Lightning strikes, trying to give her some stick with that ramrod. But she's through. Into Astra, the Russian. Holding her with the pads. Next is Delilah. And she's no Samson. Loreen is through. Has she pulled the 10? Well, the Australian delegates are on their feet. And in the replay, although Lightning showed flashes of brilliance, she still failed to earth Loreen with that ramrod.
Next up, from Russia, Luda Machenko. She'll have to face off against the quintet of ice, power, flame, lightning, and Delilah. Over to referee John Anderson.
Russia ready. Gladiators ready. 3, 2, 1.
And Luda's first obstacle is ice. Oh, ice more like slush. Power tries to throw the switch on Luda's progress. It's flame next. Oh, the flame extinguished with ease. Lightning with the power pads. What a credit to her country she's been. And the Russian is up and over. She'll restart from there. Flame, not such hot stuff this week. Luda slipped her, then ran into Lightning. Lightning drove her up the wall and lifted her out of the gauntlet.
There are 17 seconds remaining.
17 seconds
2,
and 2
1.
gladiators. Lightning again with the pads. Oh, but Luda eludes her. Finally, it's Delilah. More like a dahlia the way she was uprooted.
Go ahead, Luda. You can do it now. You can smile. That was a great, great effort in there. 18 seconds gives you 10 points. Luda Machenko, how do you feel you did?
It was very difficult to pass through because the gladiators were very strong, but I, like a tank, forged ahead.
And remember, she's doing it for injured countrywoman Elena Lebedenka, so 10 points. The Russians are on the board.
Like a tank, she forges through Lightning and Delilah, one event where Luda's size is an obvious advantage. And the scores after 5, Loreen on 31, Luda 10.
First up in the run for it all from the USA, Pat Shizmazia. Our 5 gladiators inside, they are Dynamite, Hunter, Flash, Samson, and Tower. Over to referee John Anderson.
USA ready. Gladiators ready. 3, 2.
It's a rough road to tread for 10 points. Dynamite stalls the American in his tracks. Oh, he's through. Next, it's the Huntsman, ferocious Englishman, playing power pad paddock cake with Pat. Gets through and skittles past Flash. Next, it's Samson from South Africa. Samson's strong with the power pads. Oh, and Pat nearly put out. 13 seconds left on the clock. Well, Pat was making a mockery of the Gladiators' defense until he encountered Samson. Now, he's facing him again from a standing start.
3, 2.
Pat Shizmazia against Samson. Superb. Finally, it's Tower. The Aussie lowers the boom. Scorching performance. More like a towering inferno. Time's running out. Oh, and the Tower steams in and nearly makes John Anderson swallow his whistle. Fantastic effort from Pat, but not a point to show for it. But a superb sportsman knows he's met his match.
Hoping to find light at the end of this tunnel from South Africa, Peter Brits. Inside the gauntlet, Dynamite, Hunter, Flash, Saber, and Tower. Over to referee John Forsyth.
South Africa
Well, the South African will face the avenue of angst. First of all, meet Dynamite. Oh, outmaneuvers the big Russian Tsar. Hunter next. My goodness, Peter is fast. Up to Flash. And the German says, over and out. Well, she's having a great time. In the replay, Peter hounded the Huntsman, then steamed into the Flash, but unfortunately, he was lifted out in a flash. Obviously giving Peter a few tips on how to cope with Giant, and his dad's got a matching hairdo.
23 seconds remaining. 3, 2...
2 down, 3 to go. And Peter storms at the Flash and bowls him over. Saber's there to cut him down to size. Flash's ramrod won't help lying there. Shame Peter can't use it himself. Saber, a rough, tough American gladiator. Next is the Tower of Strength. And Peter's being bashed, crashed and mashed in there. And the clock running down. Tower, a superb gauntlet backstop. Almost denies Peter the point single-handedly. Oh! And Saber with some manly congratulations. Mind you, Tower did deserve it. He was excellent in both runs. After 5 events, Pat 19, Peter 8.
5 events down and 1 to go. That's the end of part 2. All that remains is the eliminator race to decide who's moving on to the championship. We'll have that race as International Gladiators continues right after this.
Welcome to New York City, guys.
It's tougher.
I need you to perform for my camera.
Sweeter.
I'm a 21-year-old virgin. That's weird.
And more bitter than before.
She could blow the runway just to make me look bad.
You have this you attitude. You're a tasteless Kate Moss.
This time with Tyson Beckford as mentor.
Step it up.
Even he's got competition.
Wow. Well, do I know how to make an entrance or what?
A brand new series of Make Me a Supermodel US starts Monday at 8, exclusive to Living. It's all about being in the right place at the right time.
We've got everything crossed, Dale.
Getting into winner's row.
Come on!
And staying out of the red.
Marge, I am so sorry.
Where winning the big money jackpot will take a little bit of luck, but a whole lot of skill. Then the only question left to answer is what you'll do with all that money.
I want a boob job.
Join Dale Winton for the Smash It quiz show In It to Win It, weeknights at 9, new to Challenge.
Good morning, sir. Just a few questions. Is your trip for business or pleasure?
Pleasure.
Lovely.
I'm going on holiday.
And where will you be staying while you're there?
With my mum and dad. Yeah, no.
Right, that's lovely.
Well, they live out there.
Travel insurance?
No, thanks.
Have you got travel insurance?
No.
Taken a photocopy of your passport? Check to see if you need any vaccinations for where you're going? Picked out the laws of the country, the local do's and don'ts?
No, look, why do I need to know all of that? You know, I'm staying with my mum and dad.
Oh, is your mother A, a qualified local lawyer, B, a top surgeon, C, fabulously wealthy, or D, none of the above?
D.
Lovely. Is your father A, the local chief of police, B, the owner of a private plane with its own onboard, fully trained medical staff, C, fabulously wealthy, or D, none of the above?
D.
Oh, lovely. Final question, are you actually a superhero and therefore immortal? Thank you, sir, that's lovely. Have a good trip.
Check it out before you check in at fco.gov.uk/friends and family.
3, 2, 1. Okay, team, the makeover has started. Rome may not have been built in a day, but these guys could have decorated it in 60 minutes. This is our biggest challenge yet. One team, one house, 1 hour.
Come on, guys, we need more urgency in here.
Can Claire Sweeney and her team beat the clock?
I love this room. It's gorgeous.
60-minute makeover, weekdays at 3, new to Challenge.
From the land of the rising sun, 2 great warrior traditions are about to collide. Challenge brings you Ninja Warrior and Unbeatable Banzuki. So follow your favorite competitors as they battle to conquer both tournaments. Ninja Warrior and Unbeatable Banzuki, weeknights at 5 on Challenge.
lunchtime. Ladies and gentlemen, it's eliminator time. Now, in the women's competition, Luda's on 10 points, Loreen's on 31 points. That's a 21-point difference, giving Loreen a 10.5-second head start. Over to Larry Thompson.
Australia, you will go on my first whistle. Russia, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Bidding for a place in the international final next week and struggling over the first high hurdle, Loreen Bavard from Melbourne gets her rhythm going now. The Aussie delegation right behind her, and right now it's Luda Machenko from Russia. No shortage of fans cheering her on. Loreen very fast on the overhead hand ladder. Luda makes it to the rope. Oh, she's having trouble with her climb. Go on, Luda, get it up there, girl. Because whoever wins this race faces Peggy Odita of the USA in next week's International Championship final. Loreen scrambling strongly up the cargo net. Luda on the overhead ladder looks to have recovered her composure. Across the rollers, while Loreen comes down the zip, splash onto the crash mat. Loreen looks to have booked her place in the final. Luda very tired, gamely struggling up the net. And Loreen darts across the balance beam. Very stylish. Now then, is this going to be a real run-up? Here she comes. Head up high, pumps up the travelator. She's made it. Loreen Bavard from Australia is a finalist in International Gladiators. What a superb contender. Her fellow countryman Andrew Halliday roars his approval, but let's hear it for Luda Machenko. Came in after Elena Lebedenko withdrew following her pyramid accident. 21 years old, the crowd rise to her. Next, it's the travelator. She's up, she's down, she's there. Dead on her feet, but a terrific contender.
You had the head start, but that gave you access to take a little breather before you attempted the travelator, and it certainly paid off.
It sure did, yeah, and got to make sure you got that first go. In Australia, I've got a couple of scars from the travelator. I don't want any more.
Well, listen, you're going to come back for the final.
Oh, yes, I am, and I hope the crowd comes back to support me as well. You've been great. Thanks a lot, Birmingham.
Luda, first of all, congratulations. You know, she came here today thinking she was going to be a spectator. Lo and behold, her teammate Elena gets hurt. She participates. You did great. You did great.
I have lost today, but just the same, I don't regret coming to Birmingham. The crowd has helped me today.
Spasiba to you too. Luda Machenko laid it all on the line for you, Birmingham. Give her a hand. Who will advance to the men's championship? South Africa's Peter Brits or Pat Chismazi of the USA? We'll find out after this timeout.
South Africa, yeah, I used to live and work there for 3 years. It's an absolutely beautiful country. They produce exceptional athletes.
I think of Nelson Mandela, someone to be proud of.
I don't know anything about South Africa. You got a funny name for your money, a Cougaran. Plus you guys got all the diamonds and the gold. But I tell you what, you don't have any gladiators who are as good as me.
I heard it's absolutely gorgeous, beautiful sunsets, gorgeous waterfalls, the bush, they have it all.
The Rugby World Cup, because I really enjoyed watching that.
I don't like their accent at all, to tell you the truth.
Not that Tower's got an accent, of course. Pat Chismazi has an 11-point lead, which means he has a 5.5-second head start over Peter Brits.
USA, you will go on my first whistle. South Africa, you will go on my second whistle. 3.
So the American begins his adventure to claim a place in the final. His fastest previous eliminator timed at 56 seconds. Here comes the South African contender. His fastest run timed at 59, so he's really got to pull the stops out. Pat on the handbike, Peter on the rope, up and at it, powerful stuff, the crowd goes crazy. And Pat finishes his pedaling, starts his sprinting, and now he's climbing as Peter finishes his bike over the rollers to join Pat on the net. And Peter's closed the gap. The South Africans like what they see. And Pat still clinging to his lead as he hits the top. The Americans on their feet now as Pat hits the zip. Here he comes, gulping in the air for the final hurdles. Here comes Peter.
Oh, clumsy splashdown for him. Pat on the balance beam, incredible speed. This for a place in the final against Andrew Halliday of Australia. Up he comes. Here comes Peter. Pat's there. Peter's lost it. Oh, Pat Fitzmartia from the US of A swings into the international final of Gladiators. The Americans are jubilant. It's go, go, go. Here comes Peter. He flies to the top. Peter Brits from South Africa, a magnificent contender.
Well, Pat, huge congratulations. You're through to our international final. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel great. Almost lost it there a couple times, but finish is what it's all about. And
It was really a fight to the finish, wasn't it?
yeah, it absolutely was a fight to finish. My concentration I had to pull it back at least 2 or 3 times during that event. It was tough.
And of course, you'll be joining Peggy Odita in the final, so 2 Americans in the final. No Brits, but this is for you. For today, you put in an incredible amount of hard work. We'll see you in the final. Let's hear it for Pat.
Peter Brits, I thought on the cargo net, you might have caught him.
My foot got a little stuck, but no excuses. Pat is the best.
You know what? This was South Africa's first venture into international gladiators, and I think you represented your country very well, and I know you're mighty proud of your effort.
I'm really proud. I'm just glad it's over. I didn't do too bad.
Nice going, Peter Brits from South Africa.
So it's been decided tonight. It's the United States against Australia in our grand final next week.
And Uli, it should be terrific because Lorraine and Pat Fitzmartia will join Peggy Odita and Andrew Halliday, and I know you're excited, Kim.
That's right, and if tonight's performances are anything to go by, then that final is going to be just incredible.
So an exciting chapter of International Gladiators closed out today. For Kimberly Joseph and Uli, I'm Mike Adamley. We'll see you again for the grand final next week on International Gladiators.
Yeah, good
night, everyone.
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators.
Because this is the land of the gladiators. So get on up, show your stuff. Samson, Atlas, and Hercules, they ain't got nothing on the gladiators' expertise. So come and tussle with the muscle, tussle with the muscle. There's a rumble in the jungle, there's a rumble in the jungle. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, ready, ready? Let's go, let's go.
Music with more muscle.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up.
My name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is...
Chuck Bartowski.
My name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is...
Chuck Bartowski.
In the world of global espionage,
Well, there's like Chuck.
hey, there's only one name that matters.
My name is...
What?
My name is... Who? My name is...
Lester. No, Chuck. See? There, simple.
The brand new series of Chuck. Tuesday at 9, only on Virgin 1.
Concealing Dearden's body is a crime, and that's what you'll be charged with.
Can't keep a good criminal down, can you?
She thinks we might have a murder.
Who does that to somebody?
Someone's found a skeleton.
Oh, not in that cupboard, I hope.
I'm not in the business of saving souls. I want Fraser, and I want him now.
Weeknights at 9 on Alibi, Sky 132 and Virgin Media 130.
That jacket's really not my style. Who are you? Duh. I'm you, obviously. Nick Harris, 37 Ashdown Road, pin number 4732.
I don't understand.
What's to understand? Last Tuesday, you threw out your rubbish. I come along, went through it, and found a statement from your bank. Our bank, really. Sort of a joint account. You earn it, I spend it. And then I got these. New credit cards. This one gives you double air miles. Do you really like that jacket? It'll have to be cash, I'm afraid. I've gone over the limit on these. Still, Payday soon, eh?
Protect your personal information. Visit ico.gov.uk for this toolkit.
I want something we haven't had in a while. Something different, something that'll really hit the spot.
Meow.
What do you think of this? You like it? Mush! It's showtime.
Damn, that hit the spot.
Great films at 9, every Friday from the 17th of July, only on Bravo.
There's a welcome bonus waiting for you when you register with Challenge Jackpot. Give us a call or visit our website, challengejackpot.com. We'll match your first deposit from £10 up to a whopping £200. Challenge Jackpot, your favourite place to play.
The following programme is a paid-for commercial presentation introducing Paint Runner on behalf of B&L Media Limited. Painting ceilings and hard-to-get-at places is everybody's nightmare. Filling messy paint trays, up and down ladders all day long, and sooner or later, the inevitable will happen. And worst of all, there's always the messy clean-up afterwards. And if you don't, your brushes and rollers will be useless next time. But there is another way. Introducing Paint Runner, the no-mess, no-fuss way of painting all the awkward places like ceilings and edges around your home. No mess. Simply fill the Paint Runner's barrel with paint, secure the cap, and away you go. No dipping either, as the paint is contained inside the roller, ready for each smooth application. And best of all, no dripping, as Paint Runner distributes just the right amount of paint you need without flicking paint everywhere. And as for the cleanup, well, it's as easy as turning on a tap. Within a couple of minutes, your Paint Runner is flushed free of paint and ready to roll again. So you won't end up with a collection of unusable brushes and tired rollers ever again. So join us and discover Paint Runner, the clean and easy way of painting without drips or spills. And you don't have to be a professional to use it either. Introducing the Paint Runner.
If you fill this up, you can paint continuously for 10 minutes without the need to replenish, but you're not running into any problems. They just don't drip at all. Now, it's to do with the design. They're very, very well made. The foam here is dense, but it's not thick. So what you'll find is you don't struggle to get it started, to pull the paint through to start with. If you're decorating a smooth wall, this leaves your wall like porcelain. All I've got up the ladder is my roller. So I don't have a tray of paint, I don't have a tray of paint and a roller. Now remember, if you're going up a wall, you're not spraying the ceiling, and as you're coming down, you're not spraying yourself. Now, if you fill up my roller, you can paint for 10 minutes before you empty it on average. These type of rollers here, you tend to get about, well, you don't get long at all with them, do you? So if you put this on the end of a broom handle, a pole, or a stale, you just get the job done, right? It's just done. See, when I'm working on my ceilings, have a wee feel of that, right? I don't fill it up. There's no really any need, right? So you don't need to fill it up when you're using it. Now watch this. Now, just to show you, I've still got paint in here. If you half fill it, it weighs just over £1. If you